I got a new camera and I'm very, very happy. Also, I hit 1,000 subscribers. I just wanted to make a quick update video talking about this channel, where I want to go with it. If you're here for tutorials and like that's it, you can skip this video, that's fine. I don't expect it to do very well. But yes, I got 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I'm like lost in confusion about that. I think I have 20 plus videos so far, which I'm also confused about. When did I make that many videos in the past like 2.5 months? I don't know. But it's been great. I never thought I'd be making video content because it kind of stresses me out, like putting myself out there like this. But I'm growing to really, really enjoy it, and I'm starting to urge other people in my life to also make YouTube videos and online content in general. The general direction of this channel I want to go into is knowledge tools, of course. That's what I have been doing up to this point. I've been doing videos on Notion mostly. I've been dabbling inside of RemNote a little bit. I kind of want to go into Roam and other knowledge tools as I become more comfortable with them. I don't want to just dive into them without knowing too much about them. That kind of stresses me out, especially in video form. I do also want to start making content that is sort of in this style, where I'm just sitting in front of the camera talking about something like knowledge management in general. Mostly along the lines of knowledge management that's personal knowledge management. Book notes, note processing, book processing, retention strategies. Also, how a life learner can use what they're learning inside of their knowledge system to create content. So how YouTube is mirroring my content creation journey so far is that I'm kind of just throwing content up there without even thinking about it too much, which does have its downsides, but basically my mantra is if I learn something and I'm confident enough that I understand it, I will make content about it. Sometimes that backfires, but for the most part, that has really benefited me. This sort of learn as you go, scrappy approach is, I don't know, there's some character to it. Right now, I feel like all the videos I've made so far have definitely been like the pilot episode. I don't know who said it. I know I heard it from Ali Abdaal. I don't know if he heard it from someone else, but basically your first 100 videos suck. They suck, and I agree. They do suck. Even the creators that I enjoy watching, if you go back to their first 100 videos, there's a lot of them that I don't really enjoy. So I'm aware of that. It stresses me out, but I am aware. I'm about 1/5 of the way through this first 100 videos. So thank you for bearing with me. I'm learning how to edit, like you're watching me learn how to edit, and sometimes it doesn't go very well. It can be jumpy and weird, and I'm like changing up thumbnail styles, and I'm not like really sure where I'm at yet. So when I started in May, I really wanted to approach it as minimum resources. I'm not gonna buy a fancy camera, I'm not gonna buy a fancy mic, I'm not gonna buy a fancy anything, I can't afford it, but also like, I'm gonna use what I've got. And I think that served me really well so far until my mic broke and everything fell apart, and now I can't even make content without getting a new camera. So that's where I'm at right now. And I kind of want to view this video as like the benchmark or the dividing line between the pilot episodes and the future content that isn't going to be different. I'm just going to add more stuff to it. For someone who is really into life learning and creating knowledge hubs, for whatever purpose it might be, for advancing in their career or just for personal, I don't know, enlightenment, I kind of have a mixture of the two. Generally, a knowledge system consists of just input, processing, and retention. Content creation is going to deal with like the retention aspect of that. And I think the most obvious reason is because you're kind of replacing the teach a 6-year-old this complicated concept into teach a 6-year-old this complicated concept in an article online or on a video. Second reason why I think it's really important is that it encourages you to be accurate. Putting yourself out there and giving people knowledge in sort of a tutorial format or in a way that's just giving inspiration or giving lifestyle advice or more calm, sort of chill videos, you still kind of have to make sure you got everything right. You got to make sure your information's correct, and it gives you a little bit of that anxiety to not cut corners and to really learn this new concept, or this concept you don't know very well. So yes, there's like an anxiety aspect of that, but also a communal one. You're going to get a lot of information from viewers and from readers via email or your comments, and you're going to learn new things from them. So it's sort of it recycles knowledge for you, and it brings information back into your system a little bit. And the last thing is you could build a potential source of income, which I think anyone would be on board for. Also, like, one response I get when I tell people they should create content is, well, I'm not a writer, I'm not really much on video. What I tell them is just write content. And even though you think you're not a writer, you are. Like, if you're literate, you can write content. Like, you don't have to be an amazing writer. I'm not an amazing writer. Oh my God. I'm a terrible speller. My grammar is awful. I think it's just a matter of breaking down ideas. Like, if you're faced with content you want to make that is kind of complex and it has a lot of different elements inside of it, and it's kind of overwhelming. How do I order this? It seems like it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of research. That can be solved with knowledge management and a knowledge system that breaks big ideas down into smaller concepts. A format that is inviting content creation, because a good article or a good video requires you to break down big ideas. So no, content creation is not difficult. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. And I think I'm going to do a video on how I break down bigger concepts into smaller ones just for content creation in a future video. I'm also going to go through knowledge systems, like I said before. And yeah, I hope this little update video wasn't too boring or too all over the place. I didn't write any notes for it. I kind of just started talking. But I'll see you guys next time. I am doing episode 2 of my formula series, which will now be higher quality, thank goodness, and it will be on a workout planner. And if you're interested in like time formulas or repetition or a lot of if statements and a really complex planner for working out, you're gonna like the next video. And I'll see you then.